Have you ever seen so much filth? My bathroom has never been so disgusting. Look, feast your eyes on the filth that is accumulated. Men shaving their faces and whatnot and leaving it all on the side, giving their hair a buzz, leaving it on the side. But anyway, nothing is going to compare to what my eyes witnessed on a Sunday morning. Yes. Be prepared for this, and I will give you a warning if I do put a picture up. Okay, so karma has come round, smacked me in my eyeballs, my little blue eyeballs, because while I was at a boot fair, I did a boot fair on Sunday with Jensen and Alex, and there was a guy who brought a TV off a really, oh my God, she was a wonderful woman next to me, right? We were having such a laugh throughout the day. This man came along, he was wearing shorts, those sort of like jogger style shorts. And he bent over. He bent over to like look at the TV that was on the blanket thing on the floor and whatnot. And he was wearing no pants. He was wearing no pants. And there was the biggest hole in the back of those jogger shorts. Like, you could see everything. Yes. Alex started saying every time he bends his back, you see his crack. And you could see more than crack. Okay. Now, I will put a picture up, because I'm blurring this person out so you don't know who this person... Actually, you can't even see in the picture who this person is, because all you can see is crack and hole. But you just wouldn't believe me fully until you actually see it. So basically, the reason I've got this picture is because Alex was buying a lot of army stuff. He's so into his army stuff, he loves it. And he likes all the old stuff, like World War II, World War One. And he found a load of really cool stuff there. And with a bit of mum haggling, I'm like, Jensen, hold the fort. I shall go over with Alex and we shall haggle. And yeah, it works. Doesn't always work, but you've got to try. And so I took a picture of Alex in his army suit. And there was bum hole in the back, so be warned. I'm going to put the picture up right now. You were warned, people. You were warned, and we saw that a lot because he kept coming back loads of times and flashing that. Yeah, so that was a very funny kind of Sunday morning. There was part of me that was like, do you know what I actually feel for him, because you don't know whether you should go up to that person and tell them. To be honest, he came across like the kind of person that if you was to say, "Excuse me, I'm really sorry, but you've got a hole in the back of your shorts," he'll just laugh and go, "Yeah, I know." Like he wasn't like, I don't know how to describe it. He just seemed drunk, maybe? Like a bit too much? I don't know. Look at that tap, by the way. Feast your eyes on how stale looking and unshiny and just matte that tap is. It doesn't look like that in a minute. No. But yeah, anyway, there's a big part of me that felt really sorry for him. Like, maybe there is something wrong. But like, his friends came back and helped him with the TV and there didn't seem to be anything wrong. And surely when you're putting your shorts on, you go to put your legs through the holes, you can see there is another hole. You'd put pants on underneath. I don't know. But my eyes were burnt by that. And then it got to the point where I kept standing on the door frame by the seat of the car, looking up to see if he was coming back, just because it was so funny. It was just so funny. Yeah, but anyway, so the bathroom is absolutely disgusting, as you can see. It is vile. It is absolutely vile. I've just left it for a very long period of time because I've just been focusing on other things and I don't care. But it's got to the point where I don't even want to have a shower in here now. I'm like, ew. There's just man hair everywhere. Man hair. I don't understand. I'm not joking, if I was to cut any hair on my body anywhere, like, even if it was my arms, which I don't do, but even if it was just like my arms, I would want that in the bin. Like, I wouldn't want people to see. Even if I trimmed my hair on my head, I would put it in the bin. Okay, granted, I do leave a lot of hair in the plug hole, but that's because of my own pure filthy satisfaction, where I like to pull it out the plug hole and see how much I can get out. It's like getting clumps. You're like, oh, especially when it bulges out the hole, you're like, oh. We've actually got a drainage plug to go in there, but it just keeps being taken out. It gets taken out and then I can't find it, and then I do find it and I never put it back in, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because of my little warped satisfaction. I don't know. But the bath isn't too bad. It's just the main problem in this bathroom is man hair. And also you're going to see the window ledge in a minute, which I don't know if anybody else has had this, but have you ever had a spot in your house where water collects and it starts to smell like sewage? It's the only way I can describe it. That window ledge, which you're going to see, stunk of like eggy sewage when I wiped it down. I was nearly sick. And it was because the window ledge in our house is slanted, it collects a puddle, and then all the like cleaning products that everybody uses, we 9 times out of 10 leave them on the window ledge. And like the soap and everything gets mixed in there with it, and then it gets stuck to the lids of all the bases of all your cleaning products, and it absolutely stinks. You wait. Honestly, if I could send the smell through the device for you to smell it, you wouldn't believe. Like, it is rotten, and I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed because I've always been one that doesn't like to have a messy bathroom, and I do try to maintain it, but I have neglected it quite badly. To be fair, we all have. Look at that. Look at the difference. Look at that. Look at the shine. It's reflecting onto the tile of the wall. Yes, I love that stuff so much. Kilrock is legend. Is what it is. It's flipping legend. I'm desperate to dye my hair. I'm desperate to dye it, and I haven't been doing it because I'm like, oh no, it's all right. I'll do it when I've got a bit more time. And then when I have got a bit, look at it. Oh my god, look at it. That is all like congealed soap and water and hair. That's rancid, people. How could you let me leave it like this for so long? How could you? It's your fault. No, it's not. It's not. It's my fault, and it's everybody in this house's fault because no one intervenes and thinks, do you know what? That needs cleaning. No. But it has become a thing now, I think, in this house. I'm literally trying to cover my nose because it smells so bad. I genuinely think, and this is partly my fault as well because I do say it. I had to add some like bubble bath stuff on there just to like really get rid of the smell, and that one really did work. It's the Imperial Leather, I can't remember, bubble bath, but it really did help. Anyway, so another reason a lot of people don't intervene is because they know that I have a cleaning channel, and they know that I will be doing a particular something on a something day from me creating content. And I think that comes in a lot of it because Nick was saying the other day that he was chatting to his friend on a bike night, and he was like, I just don't know what I'm doing with myself. Normally I'm doing all the DIY. Normally I'm doing all this, that and the other. And she's doing it all herself. And I was like, I'm like, yeah, I can do what I need to do. All right, you may have shown me a few things, but I can do it myself now. Thank you very much. But yeah, so I think that's probably partly why I'm having a little scrub over of all the cleaning products that are down there because some of them have a little honk going on the base of them, bit of a smell. So I'm like, no, you're not going on that nice, clean, fresh windowsill of goodness, which will accumulate water yet again because the shower just pours it straight in, and as I say, it's wonky. But what can you do about it? It'll cost me an absolute fortune to get that fitted nice and straight, and I'm not doing it because it's not top priority. My top priority is making sure we have a good holiday this year. That is it. You know, we all deserve that one thing a year. You do. Everybody deserves one great thing a year, at least one, and ours is going to be that. And I want to make sure that we all could just have a complete relax. I don't want to stress, and I'll be like, oh god, no, can't do this, can't do. I just want to relax, not worry about anything, enjoy the flipping castle house. Go horse riding in the evening, maybe a bit of canoeing, and just see loads of war stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't even know how I got onto that. How did I get onto that? I have got the worst hay fever. So basically, when I came back from the boot fair yesterday, I got loads more washing done. You know, got to get all the school stuff prepped. There's my hair dye waiting to be used. It's just sitting there like that. Are you ever going to use me? Could have been sold to someone else by now. They could have used me already. But yeah, I came back, so I started putting the washing machine on after a really long nap that I had because I was so tired from being up at like 5 a.m. and spending 6 hours in the sun at a boot fair. But it started to thunderstorm and I was so excited. I love a thunderstorm. There was gold fork lightning. Oh my God, I was in my absolute heaven. But what happens? Pollen. The flipping pollen. My hay fever was bad already before the thunderstorm, but when that thunderstorm hit, goodness me, my poor nose feels. It feels like I've got a trunk at the moment. That's how it feels. It feels like I've got a trunk hanging off my nose, and it's full of sawdust. Yeah, and no matter how much I blow or sneeze, it's just not. I know it's not happening. There is filth down here. Yeah, I found an old bit of tissue with what looked like, is all I'm saying, what looked like cookie dough sitting in it. Now, I know Jensen had some cookie dough not so long ago, and he does put stuff down there. So that's my thought. That's my thinking process. Bless him, he's got his SATs today and he's worried as hell. I messaged his teacher and just said, look, please, I know he doesn't need help with his actual studying, but he does need help emotionally. So can you please have a chat with him? I've been chatting with him all night. But yeah, it's all go. It is all go. I've got Oscar doing his mocks. And I'm just like, fair play to you boys, because I wouldn't have a flipping clue. They come back and they tell me all these things, and they ask me these questions that are maths, and I'm like, what? How can you make a shape? I mean, I barely know my shapes, as I've said in my previous one. How can you make a shape into a number? I just don't understand it. That's just my brain. I've got a very old brain. And it's like, it's not in tune with today's technologies. Anyway, yeah, so I've got a mountain of washing I need to sort out because I brought it in rapidly and it's piling up. You might have a video of it all coming very soon. And yeah, that thunderstorm was awesome. But then when I was ironing clothes last night, that was hung out on the line, the steam of the iron was steaming up all that pollen that was in the clothes up into my nostrils. I'm not joking. I was nearly in tears. I was like, I can't cope. I can't live like this. Look at it now. Look at it. Just look at it. It looks so nice. Look, you can just go in there. And it smells nice as well. It smells nice. I mean, I do need to get in here and literally rip everything out and start fresh, but I just, yeah. I mean, it's the smallest bathroom known to man. It really is, isn't it? Isn't it? But at some point, you know, just need a little recap of the mat taps. Look at it now. Oh God, look, whoo, my stomach literally clenched when I said that. I was so excited. How sad am I? Excited about my taps. But there we go. So much better. Oh yeah, Wasp came in. Look, he came in. I was like, I'm not disturbing you. You'll get angry with me and I'll be stung. That'll be another one. That'll be another issue. I'll be itching like mad. But there we go. It's all nice and clean. It's organised. I've got rid of all the rubbish that's been accumulating in there. I've got washing in the baskets to clean out. And yeah, but it's much more approachable. And I shall go in there now and dye my hair. Thank you so much. And I'll see you lovely people in my next one.